Okay, let's get started. So, yeah, we're just going to check the settings. Welcome to the stream. If you haven't been here before, I am the Ginger Mathematician. So, generally speaking, I do maths videos for my YouTube channel, but I do a bit of chess every now and then as well. It's always a good bit of fun. Just going to be checking a few of my settings. So, let's see if the chat's working. Hello. Yep, it is working. Good. Okay, so you should be able to see that there. If you're in the stream, by all means, put something in the chat. I'll try and keep an eye on the chat as I play the hourly Blitz Arena. So it's 5 minutes matches, which gives me a little bit more time to actually comment on what I'm doing as well. So feel free to make a comment. I'm enjoying the summer holidays, very nice. I thought I'd do an hour tournament, see who is around in the Lichess universe and beyond. So let's just do a few little checks just to see what's going on. See if my stream's working. Might be, might not be. Usually takes a little bit of time before my stream's working. That's okay. Stream's approved, that's nice. Yeah. So it says I'm active, so I'm assuming it's working. I'll just keep an eye on that as we go through. But please do say hello. I'll make it available for people here as well so they can look at my stream too. See how we're doing. Well, I think we're live. Please tell me if we are live. That would be helpful. Usually it will say I'm live or something like that. Yep. Looks like I'm live. This is all good. Excelente. I've just posted a new video as well, as you can see on the screen. So, a new maths puzzle series. If you like it, then please give it a like, give it a comment down below. See how long it took you to do the puzzle. Just trying lots of different ideas out. If you want me to do more IB, high level mathematics, absolutely fine. If you want to do something from year 7, by all means, please do. Or just something completely different. My thoughts on who knows what. Okay, right, I'll just post in the link. Assuming everything is working. Okay. Oh, Matrix says hello. Okay. Hello, right, Matrix. I don't know why I don't see it down on my box, but thank you, Matrix. Okay. Oh, thank you for the hello. Hello, Matrix. Okay, I'm hearing myself. That's kind of weird. Right, let's pop that in here. Maybe my chat window is a little bit behind. Maybe I just need to put live chat there instead. Okay. So let's see, we've got 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go. I still don't know why the chat box isn't working. It should, maybe it's not a live chat, it's in the comments. Let's see, this should be working now. Yeah, there we go, all good. Let's go back to my YouTube channel. So the first thing, the only thing I can't work out is why the chat box is not working. There. Compared to down here. There. But thank you for the hello Matrix, appreciate it. Compared to down here. A little bit strange. Okay, well, I don't see that kind of language. There we are, turn that off. Good. We've got 2 minutes and 43 to go. Now will tell me why the box is not working. That would be appreciated, but yeah, feel free to challenge me afterwards. I'll try and give you my comments as we go along. Looks like we're live. There we are, that's me. Yeah, definitely live. That is very, very cool. Okay. 45 spectators. We have 1 minute and 53 to go. Let's see if I can work out why it's not working. Yeah, I can do that in 1 minute 36 seconds. That'd be pretty cool. Which button? This is a chat I should have, but I don't see. Alright, that's something I'll definitely have to have a look at, but I can't figure out now. Not with 50 seconds to go. Okay, 30 seconds. Here we go. Okay, do send me a message. You can put something down below. I will look at it afterwards. I might just have to check then comments as we go along. If that's okay. We've got 10 seconds.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
People watching, that's
4,
nice. Thank you for
3,
tuning in.
2, 1, 0, 9. And
we are off. Okay, so straight in. Again, we're 6th seed, so that's why we get a hard game straight away. And because I've got 5 minutes, I can kind of explain my thinking as we go along. So I do like to keep things as straightforward as I can, efficiently. Against this C4 line, we generally play this here. And the idea is to get control of the d4 square. So there's a couple of ways you can do this. I'm going to play knight c6 straight away, and e5. The idea is to control that square, and I would think that we're already equal in this position. Now he's looking to play d4, so that's why I'm going to play bishop c5, control that d4 square, and just focus putting pressure on there. Now we just have to watch out for attacks on here with knight b5. So that's why I'm going to play bishop e6, control this square. Okay, really wants to get this move d4 in, which is understandable. I can play bishop b4, then a3, yeah, no real point. I can also play bishop here as well, which I think is what I'm going to go with. Not great for my structure, but it does stop this key idea that white's got here. So I take with the knight. I have given up the 2 bishops. I'm aware of this. Just notice it's got knight c5. I've got knight c2. So, okay. And he brings it back here. So we need to bring this back. Both our developments are a bit clumsy at the moment. This pawn could be weak later on, but if I can get b6 and c5 in, which is why he's playing bishop f3, it's a good move. And we just need to protect this. So let's play c6. And this is okay if he castles, knight here. Okay, so he plays there. Would like to play this at some point. I need to play this first. It's about thinking out the order of moves. So now I can play here. And I can slowly unwind my position. Probably going to come back to here. Okay, why can't I just... Oh, okay, take that, take... No, that's a nice move. That is a nice move. I can sidestep this though and just play king f7. I think is what I'll do. I mean, he's still got ideas of rook takes e7. this is true. I can play king d6 after a rook check. I mean, gives up the exchange when the pawn. I think I'm doing perfectly fine. Interesting game this. Started fairly straightforward. Much more complicated. You may just give up the idea and just play knight e4, in which place I'll probably just play rook here to protect the d6 square. That's what I'm thinking here. Yeah. This is why you always have to try and anticipate your opponent's moves. It means you can play far more quickly. This knight looks good, but actually it can't really go anywhere. I mean, I'd love to play c5. Try and get something going. Is that too slow? Probably is the answer there. Now I've got this nice little idea of knight g6, because if he doubles the rooks I can play here and win the exchange. And it gets my pieces out as well, which is nice. He might just play g3, which would be very sensible. And I've got knight e5 as well. So that's a move you could overlook. Yeah, unless I'm missing something. That wins the exchange, because this rook can't move. So that's one of the ideas behind it. Okay, so he's going to go down this line, but I think this just loses the exchange. Now let's have a think. I'll play king f6, takes on there. Just try and block. I think that's probably just a good idea unless being mated, which wouldn't be very good. He's got bishop c6, but my idea is bishop e6. And after all is said and done, I should be a piece up. Yeah. So a piece for a pawn, which is very, very good. But okay, you know, good players are not just going to collapse straight away. So let's protect this first of all. We can play knight c5, probably play b4. I think this piece is very, very good on this square. This piece is, even though I'm a piece up, it doesn't always necessarily mean that yeah, got good winning chances or anything like that. Yeah, he wants to play a3 and b4. I would like to stop that plan. So I'm going to play here and here. Do I want to take with the knight? Do I want to take with the king? I think I want to take with the king. And we don't really want to give him an outside pass pawn. So, yeah, it's complicated, isn't it? It's not a guaranteed win by any means. But I can now play knight e5. Let's freeze his pawns on this side. I think that's the important move. Now I can just play this and this at my leisure. And eyeball. Even though it does waste a bit of time, and he gives up. Very nice. So, nice win to start. He played interestingly though. Not the case of playing boring by any means though. So he played well. Enterprising. I do like people who play enterprising. It's quite interesting. What comes out of that? Okay, thank you for the chats. Please keep them going. Please do say hi. Hello Havamad. Hello Matrix. Still waiting for a game. Well, that was quite a quick game. Okay, a win against 2200. That's good to go. Could berserk this, but let's just build up a streak. I want to show you what I'm thinking. I don't want to be under pressure. So we are going to play a Scotch 4 knights. Who plays knight f6, and that just looks wrong. There's a quick answer to that. Why is it wrong? Generally speaking, we'll play something like d4, bishop c4. I think I'll just go for d4. Yeah, I think this transpose this to something I've seen before. I mean, I can just take on here, of course. That's kind of lazy way of doing it. Takes one there, knight g5. I think this is just the better move. Yeah, things like knight g5 is the pain here. Okay, I know you can take on here. This is true, but I can play knight f7 or not. Bishop f7, depending what I want to achieve. What to play? Bishop f7. I do need a follow-up. Can't just play moves for kicks. Playing knight d5 as well. Bishop f7, king e7. I'm actually achieving there. I can play knight d5, which solves a lot of issues. Yeah, so I'm going to go bishop f7. I mean, you probably should play king d7. If it's king e7, I've got knight d5. Because I've always got bailouts with this, for example. So I'm going to play this. This just looks very, very good. Plays there. Well, I can take on here. h6. Play here. That will probably do the trick. Now you notice it's equal on material. There's no escape square for the bishop. Oh, I can come to here. And this was my idea generally. I can take with the pawn as well. I didn't think about taking with the pawn. I thought I was going to take with the bishop actually. Any benefit of taking in the pawn? You can take on here. Let's just take with the bishop. So this is a great position. It's equal material and this king is just completely trapped. It's got things like queen a5 now. I think it's just castle. If he takes on here, I take with the bishop, which is fine. Might play queen a5. I've got things like h4 at that point, which is probably good. Rook e1 is also an idea. Okay, so he plays there. I've got queen h4 check. G5 doesn't work. I think that looks good. In fact, it's almost mate, isn't it? Actually, it is mate, isn't it, if I just take on here? But not quite, I've got king e8. This is true. Let's just having a quick look at this. Can I follow up at all? No is the quick answer, I think. So I'll just take the exchange. I've got threats of queen h7. Might have to sacrifice the exchange, get rid of this knight, which is a great protector. Yeah, well, that's just terrible. Ah, he's got a nasty little trick of knight a3. That's not very nice. So let's play that first and then play rook b1. That was sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky. Yeah. It's a really annoying piece to try and checkmate, but this is just going to win. Play queen b7, going to win that rook, and that's it. There's nothing else to be said. This rook can't go anywhere. Take some d5 and take here and then take on here. Yeah, this is over. And that f5 move was terrible, basically. But still had to try and work it out over the board. That's... You can't take anything for granted. That's safe enough. Got rook b7 coming up. This knight is a pain though. I would like to get rid of it if at all possible. Maybe f4 is the move he's going to play here. To bring extra pieces into the attack. I think it's safe enough. I've got threats of bishop b3, picking up the queen with a discovered check, a disco as we like to call it. Yeah, that's fine. Take here as well, actually. And so you can see we're 9 points up here. 1 minute is more than enough time to win this. I'm going to now pick up this pawn. Might give up, might not though. So now threatening this is mate. Blocking the escape squares, and that's still mate. And when you've got so much material up, yeah, you can find quick mates, which is useful. Okay, good. So we've got another win, up to 15th. All good. Please comment. And yeah, if you've got any other comments, please let me know. Do like helpful comments. And we're up to another game. We're against another 1700. Again, don't see any reason to berserk at all. Playing very logically, just usual Scandinavian. It's this kind of opponent. Maybe something a bit more risky is required, but I'm going to play this quickly. I know the key ideas, and that's the most important thing. Not sure how many people we've got watching. One person watching. I hope that one person is enjoying it. All good. Right, bishop g4, standard move. So we can exchange off bishop for the queen, which generally is not a good idea. The two bishops are quite powerful, but I'm going to make my structure very solid. Means I can play lots of straightforward moves without too many problems. Castle's queen side, which he doesn't. We go into the main variation. Bishop d3 is also fine, of course. Knight e4 might be a move, knight castle. Yeah, we can play standard moves. Rook e1 also. You can play a lot of these moves in different orders. Bishop g5 sometimes. I like to try and play the trappy, queen a5. You can see all these moves are going to be played, it's just which order. Sometimes the order matters. Okay, so we do get that. Just be aware if he takes with the queen, we need to play g6. Stop mate on here. Generally better than knight f6, generally speaking. I mean, it might look on the surface that white is doing well here. Okay, that's a bit of a bizarre move. But actually, this is very solid. This bishop can come back here. Knight can jump around. I might play a5. Lots of different ideas. In fact, I think I'll play a5 now. Makes c4 a little less inviting because of bishop b4. But that can be overstated a little bit. And we're going to keep pushing. If he plays c4, he's going to leave a nice gap on b3. If he doesn't. Okay, I can see he's trying to fianchetto, but that's not where the bishop belongs, generally speaking. And again, this is an annoying move. Okay, now we're going to come around into d5, bishop b4, try and get some control of these weakened now dark squares. It's one of the key ideas. Might play bishop g5, but if he does, play bishop e7, and we continue. And you can see I'm building up time on the clock here. He does play c4, which is one of the key ideas. Just gets into a little bit of trouble after something like bishop b4. This rook's going to be on an awkward kind of square. Doesn't really want to be. It's not big, it's not huge, but it's just something to be aware of. So now I'm going to double and bring this here. If c5, that's fine, I can always bring this around. If he plays that immediately, I can just play back to here. Don't think d5 is a threat. This is just very solid. Now I'm going to support this square. Very, very, very solid position. Yeah, I can just move that to here. Exchanging bishops is very good. If I can exchange the bishops, I'll be very, very happy. And that's what we're going to try. So play that there. You might just be annoying and play this. I'm very happy strategically speaking. That's happened. The only thing I have to watch out for is something like d5 straight away. This is where this rook becomes kind of annoying. I would like to attack that pawn. Yeah. I think I can play this. I might bring this back over around here. Try and attack the weakness. If they c5, that's great. Okay, so he just greedily goes after the pawn. Might be good, of course. Might be good. Okay, well, I'm going to move this around, bring this into this square. Thing is, if he ever moves the queen away, essentially gives me pawn. Maybe I should have kept more of an eye on that a3 pawn, but it's okay. And because of the pin, he can never take the pawn straight away. Gives me a few more options, that being one of them. So I'm attacking this again from the other direction. Can't take because this is loose, which I mentioned about 6-7 moves earlier, which is something just to take into account. Might take with the bishop. Kind of odd. There's a weakness there. There should be some attacking possibilities. See, if I push, he just takes on here. Don't really want to exchange a lot of pieces off. Don't really want to give him that square either, so that's... Okay, let's try and just attack this structure over here. Probably just going to play h4, which would be sensible. Queen g4. Just be aware that this is in this line here. Guess he's going to take with the queen. Maybe not. I really want to go into an ending. I'd rather, in a short amount of time, I don't mind giving away a second pawn. I can try and create some weaknesses in the structure. If he plays g4, or that for example, yeah, I can always maneuver my knight into a difficult square. I can move it into here as well. Also got it here. And these pawns are going to be very powerful, but there are some attacking opportunities over here. Doesn't seem to care that much. Queen e4, that's a bit annoying. I'm going to continue with this plan. Essentially, to check here. Again, my tactic here is just to be irritating. I've got queen c4 as well. These pawns are moving quickly, but there's not much I can do about it. Yeah, down 15 seconds now as well, which is not helpful. That's a nice move. Give him the extra queen. Have to move quickly. Moving far too slowly now. It's a shame. I thought this position was okay. Oops, wrong square. Let's go there. Yeah, it's got mate on there. He still screws it up as well. That's annoying. That is annoying. What did I kind of do wrong there? Now, giving away the a3 pawn is probably not a good idea. Maybe not pushing that pawn all the way there as well is probably not a best idea. They play we've got some real weaknesses there in the position. Probably just holding on to that pawn and carry on position. Could allowed him just to push those pawns forward, and I had not enough counterplay as well. This is the problem. If you lose one game, you've got to go straight back to the beginning and grind up. So here we go. So that was a bit unfortunate. If I didn't lose that pawn, I could do pretty well. Okay. So play this variation. Never liked it when they always played bishop g4. Okay, so we get a kind of different kind of position then. Generally, you want to, and this is not usual with two bishop situations, but you want to open up position as quickly as you can. What to take with though? Probably the queen actually. You want to try and get this kind of thing in, if possible. Now, where's the queen best situated? Probably on d3. Should be careful of things like a5. I need to move the rook over. How do I want to play this? I think I'm going to play with c4 idea. Knight c3, maybe b3. Rook here, that kind of structure. Never wants to play c5 because that leaves that weak forever basically. I was trying to get in d5, but that's kind of risky with this pawn here. So this seems a reasonable way of playing. So we'll just play the pieces out in a sort of logical fashion. All very logical so far. Where's the bishop want to go? I'm not entirely sure. I think I'll put it over here actually. Some variations, getting rid of that knight is helpful. Probably going to play rook d8. I'm going to play rook c1. So anything like d5 is out. It's not really going to work. Now, do I want to keep this bishop or do I want to exchange it off? I'm going to keep it. I think on here it's actually not too bad. If he plays g5, obviously that's hugely weakening. I don't mind getting rid of this. Probably am going to play g4. It is weakening. I'm aware of this. I can now slide this back, put some pressure on this diagonal. d5 is still an idea, but at the moment it's not working. I think queen b6 actually be quite a good idea before I can get this idea in. And clamping down on f5. I think queen b6 would be a good idea. That move not so much. Helps me play a move I wanted to play anyway. Slightly ahead on time. This bishop's not really doing anything. d5 is still not possible, particularly now this pawn is now weak. Okay, so it removes protection from here. He wants to come to there. So I think I do a preemptive move here and just play queen e3. Be a bit careful of bishop g5 ideas. No, I think this might be a nice move actually. If the exchange, which generally is good for him, gets my knight into a very nice square. I think my pieces are well situated. Got a slight time advantage. Small edges, that's what it's about. Small edges and just keep building up. Right, anyone else come in to my wonderful stream? Oh, got 3 watching. Hello, those 3 people. Hope you're enjoying it. So I say please like, please subscribe, but I guess you hear that from everybody. Do I want to play knight 8, knight f5? Well, I think I can move my pieces over quicker than my opponent. So yes, because this rook's kind of stuck over here. I can just play queen 8, queen h1 probably, and then just rook g1, and I'm attacking this side very, very quickly. Yeah, so this is a bit risky. Obviously my king is wide open, but I can play that rook g1 idea very, very quickly. Might get boring and try and exchange off the queens on f4. Not much I can do about that. So it's an interesting idea. Interesting idea. Then I've got b4 as well. I want to kick the knight back at some point once the rooks move over. Okay, and we're going to double. Bring this over. And just really put some pressure on this side of the board. How to increase the pressure is going to be the tricky part here. After rook g8, I don't know what I do. Doesn't become an issue though. It's fine. Now he wants to play knight f4. I can exchange and come back. Let's get all my pieces over here. Still got a nice time advantage as well. Play this back here. Took these repetitions. Might try and open it up now. That would be an interesting idea. I can sacrifice a pawn. And I can use this as a lever to try and open up the position. Just block the rooks though. I'll take with the rook. I might try and just try that idea as well. Don't think it works yet, but keep an eye on it. Now he breaks in the centre, which is very, very logical. Still, a pawn's a pawn. You should play e4 almost immediately. Otherwise I can just play queen e4. He plays f6, gives me a gap on here. Yeah, so this is my idea. I can protect this. Okay, you might bring, yeah, queen across, for example. But now I can play f6. Can play g6. Okay, let's just protect the pawn. Now I can play this over here. So I've got things like rook c6. If I can transfer this across, that would also be helpful. I don't mind if he wins 2 rooks for the queen, because this passed pawn will be very, very difficult to stop and the rooks are split. Queen d7 should be the move played here. Does give me some activity. So if we exchange things off here, which is probably going to happen. I think he really wanted me to move that pawn to there. Don't think that was a good play by him, but he's running out of time anyway. Okay, I think he played that reasonably well. Bit risky with the g file open. But not too bad, certainly. So we're up 21 minutes. Please say hi in the chat below. I can't access the chat, as you can see, straight away. Hello Shashank, hello. Hope you're enjoying it. I thought that was quite an interesting game there. Open up the G file. You notice this is a thing you'll notice good players do. They try and shift the defender to one side of the board, and then you try and move to the other side of the board more quickly. You can see that the opponent tried to push through d5 almost too quickly, really. And then what happened essentially from there is that he didn't have the pieces to support it, and I could just bag the pawns. So you just want to keep pushing from side to side, try and find that weakness. Now bishop e2 is a kind of strange move. Don't think it's bad by any means, but it doesn't really stop my key idea of e5. So this just looks like a kind of bad version of other lines, essentially. Can't play d4, for example, and now you've played bishop b2 and then bishop b5, which don't think can be good. Play f6. I want to play bishop c5 as well. Need to defend this pawn first. I mean, you've lost the tempo from going e2 and then b5. Why not b5 straight away? Would be the argument. So this can't be bad. Okay. Taking bishop there. Pieces get a little bit clogged up, which is not ideal. I'll play rook e1, for example. Yeah, this is kind of strange. You know, he lost the tempo, somehow he's got an okay position. That's odd. Oh, he shouldn't have played e5. I just played knight f6 and something a bit more circumspect. I think that's probably better. But I don't think I've seen bishop e2 before. Or at least very, very infrequently. So, nice opening from the opponent. I think you're getting a slight advantage here. Maybe more than a slight advantage, actually. He doesn't really want to exchange off here like he's doing. Yeah, I want to play queen something. d7. Problem is, it's very, very hard to castle. This is the issue. I know this is really damaged over here, but I think I'm going to have to queenside castle. g5 or queen h5, which is a pain. Castles, rook here. Yeah, it's just ugly. I don't think you can get a big attack after queen a6. At least not straight away. Probably I've missed a couple of ideas mixed together. But yeah, queen a6, just king b8. Position's holding. Just. Rook d1, queen f5, queen takes c6, gives away a piece, but yeah, doesn't look fun. Yeah, I misplayed this. No, I suppose rook d1, I've got bishop d6 actually, that kind of saves me. Yeah, I knew something like this could be around. Just attacking here. I think I've got to play c5. If I can somehow, he's got knight b5 as well. c6, it gets really dodgy. Rook d1, queen b7. I think just about holds. Just. Might get a knight to f7. Ugh. Okay, that's kind of bizarre. Don't see what's wrong doing that. Okay, he's given away a piece for 2 pawns. Again, this is not great, but I can defend. Might even just play knight h6, give myself double pawns, but open up against the g2 square. 4, it's probably okay. Don't see immediate danger. Let's just try and get pieces out. You should probably actually does take this. Okay, c4, f3 to play b4. I can close the position up though by playing that. Let's just get this piece working. Bishop d6. Yep, this is fine. Okay, I just need to plug the charger in. Didn't realise it's so low on battery. Now, rook d6, he's got rook d8. Looks really dangerous. I need to bring the rook back though. Yeah. Take the rook. Got this as well, it's kind of annoying. That is kind of annoying. After f3, I've got here. Oh, that's dangerous. Okay, let's play here first. Let's see if he reacts with f3, which he probably should. I can always play c4 if I get desperate. I think I will take that as well. Don't want to open this up at all. Don't want to open it at all. e8 I can play back. That's a okay move. I've got knight takes g2. Take. I think I'm going to play g5. We can take this. Yep, I'm well aware. But now I can play here. I don't think he has anything immediate against my king. How does he defend? Is the question. I don't know if I've got a mating attack, but it's certainly something close. Take here, queen b5, probably have to bring it back. Not clear. I could just take on here, he moves, I move back. Okay, so he's threatening this now. I can play here. Stops any rook b5 ideas. Again, a very dangerous position for... It's got a whole lot less dangerous, which is good. I'd like to somehow attack here. Try and double. Obviously, if he tries to play this, I can just play that. So he's got to be a bit careful. Might just look to exchange off the queens. Queen a5 move, something like that. Queen a6. Queen a6, I've got this and this. He plays a defensive move. Happy to see. This will be easier for me to play. Attacking here. It's annoying. Oh, just move! There we are, move. A terrible move. So slow, I mean. Too slow, just too slow. All I have to do is move quickly. That's all I have to do. Just don't stop. And then I can win. It's very, very straightforward. Just got to speed up completely. We shouldn't have got to that situation in the first place with a bad opening. That's one thing for sure. That's annoying. Gets this, castle, queen here. In these positions you can often win very, very quickly, which we may see. Look there. Because this e5 move, this is the key thing. So there. I'm annoyed about that last game, but is what it is. I should play e6. Which, ugh, that's annoying. Yeah, just play e6 there. That's the plan you play every time. Instead, we just get into this ending, which probably isn't even that very good for me. Right, let's play rook c1, the last piece in the game. How do you want to play this? I play here, threatening f7. G6, and then it stops me playing queen f5, which is my whole idea in the first place. I thought I could just move to f5 and keep the pressure on, but I can't. mean, that's like an automatic move. I don't know why the opponent's not playing. Right, I'm just going to get my charger. Okay, that's bad. But I need to get my charger. Crash and burn. Right, that's a bad move because I've got this intermezzo of Queen takes f7. Queen takes f7. Maybe you can get away with it. Anyway, that's the move. I can't take this straight away because it's check. You want to take the bishop, or do you want to take with? Yeah, take with the rook. Yeah, this is kind of boring. But I do have nice later pawn on here. If you just exchange everything. I think I've just got to take. I'm going to play bishop g5. That's only interesting. So bishop g5. He's got to take in care of the rook. Bishop there takes. Got to take with the pawn. I like that. This is the problem. He's got to take the pawn. Yeah, exactly. And I can play rook c. No, I can't play rook c7 because of this. So g3 h3, which should be better. Probably g3 because this pawn's on d5. Yeah, he didn't really look at this threat, which is just killing. That's it. Problem is, if he plays rook e1 check, I suppose he can still no, he can't defend. Queen g8, queen f6, and that's mate. But still, should have played e6 when I had the chance, pushing the pawn up. That's irritating. But we get the win here, so that's good. How much time we have left? Any point taken on there? No. Okay. Yeah, and this is just a conversion job. Here's best. Pick up this. And pick up the rook now as well. Yep, there we are. All good. So we've got 6 minutes. We're going to have to berserk the next game. 2 losses. That's, yeah, you can't lose 2 matches. You can't lose 1 match, really. We want to win, but we keep on going. Okay, let's see if any more are entering the stream. 3 watching. Thank you for joining me. Hope you've enjoyed it. We'll try and get 1 more game in. I'll berserk it regardless who I'm playing. And it'll just be about playing quickly and sensibly. Seeing how we go. Right there, definitely 1694. I'm going to berserk. Probably say something a bit more risky, but I can just play this almost instantly at the start. The variation I studied for the tournament in Bordenmeyers. He plays d4. Nice queenless middle game where I think black's already doing very, very well. A key thing is you can allow this to be taken, because if you get double pawns, be a little bit careful because of this square here. 97, or I can just play 97 immediately. Because I don't have to take with the pawn, I can always take with the knight. I'll play that. So he wants to put the bishop. Okay, so what's the sack? That looks a bit risky somehow, but yeah, because I can move it. It's checkmate, isn't it? So play there. Now you can play rook d7. I can play here. You can't double up. This is the problem. You can't play double up because I can play bishop here. You're not careful to lose a rook or. Play this as intermezzo. I can even run this away as well. And then let's play this b4. You can just push this pawn up as well. Lots of ideas in this position. Yeah, let's push this up. Well, I could play bishop here as well. The idea is I can actually take on here at g3 at some point. Not anymore though. Rook g5. At the right point. 58 seconds, that's good. Play this like a blitz match. I think this position is pretty good actually. Actually, I've got bishop f3 as well. It's just forking now. So that's something to be aware of. Ugh. So lucky. Let's play that anyway. I'm protecting this square, which is kind of handy. Play rook here. Interesting position. It's a shame we can't analyse it in more detail. Oh, he actually can take on there, can't he? That's annoying. You can still take on there. You can just keep taking. Oh my god. Just keep taking. That doesn't even do anything. He can just play bishop back here. We're just going to keep running. Shame it's a great position. And then no time. Screw up. Not great. Well, at least got a mate threat. Look on the right side. Stops the mate threat. Probably a good idea to do that. It's got bishop c4. We're at that point. There we are. 5 seconds to go, but there we are. So it wasn't the greatest thing in the world. So I hope you found the games interesting at the very least. And there we go. So 101st place, not great, but there were some interesting games. Yeah, some mistakes, but a little bit rusty at playing chess. That's absolutely fine. Okay, if you like the video, please like, please subscribe. Hopefully you learned something about chess and how not to lose a random pawn on the A file. Not a good idea to do. All right, bye bye for now.